What is going on, everybody? Today we are back with another video. Today we are out here at my brother's, and we decided we'd come help them clean up. We're currently cutting down some of the branches off of this that are hanging on the cars here. We cut some stuff the other day just right over here, and we're just chipping over there into a little pond that's created in the middle of the field. So we're trying to get some wood chips in that to go ahead and soak up that water, because they're going to be putting gravel in there here shortly. So our goal today is to mainly get some of these trimmed up here. We started out here with this guy, got some of the main branches hanging down right there, and then we're going to work our way around. We're going to hit some of these trees like over here, but our main goal right now, this is where I started this morning. I did not start at the beginning of the day by filming, but we are going to film some of this over here. So we're going to go ahead. We got the chipper going right now. We got gas in the back. We got our chainsaw, gas, bar oil, everything over here. And we're just going to go ahead and see what we can get trimmed, make it look a little bit nicer. The winters have been pretty heavy over here, so it's been knocking down a lot of the branches. Sorry for the trucks. They live on one of the main highways right here. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna set up the camera, and we're gonna go ahead and get some of that cut down. All right, okay, so we have our first problem. It looks like we're gonna have to get a ladder, because the pole saw won't reach all the way up, and so there's a branch hanging. I was cutting limbs off that are low hanging, but by the looks of it, I just got to get up there and cut that whole branch down, because if not, it's just going to sit there. And so we're going to head to the back. We're going to get a ladder. We're going to get set up on here, and we're going to try to get that thing off. I'm going to try to set it up in a safe area where I hopefully don't get hit with the branch on the ladder. So let me go grab that ladder, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We got a platform ladder here. I do not recommend this. If you're going to do this, I would recommend getting the right tools and the right equipment to do so, but I'm working with what I got here. So we're going to go ahead and get the camera set back up. We're going to continue cutting down some limbs. All right, so before we continue here, I got that one, and it just opened all of that up, and it looks way better now. I feel like the tree will be able to breathe a little bit better. So currently we've got a little pile going here of some branches I've already cut down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delimb these, and I'm going to go put them through the chipper. So I'll try to set up the camera to where you guys can see that as well. So. All right, guys, so we got a majority of the stuff over in the front. We are going to be trying to get this soil bed here that he's got. In the summer, he gets some roses that grow through here. So, I mean, I don't see any of the shrubs currently, but we'll try to keep an eye out for them so that we don't cut them. We're going to get the rake. We're going to cut some of these little branches off the bottom, try to make the bottom of these trees look a little bit better. Cut some of these, you know, we still got a lot of work to do up here. We still got to get in there, but we got to watch out for the carriage, and so we just got to be really careful when we get in here. But our goal today is just mainly just trying to open this up, you know. Like I said, the winter came, broke a lot of these down, and my brother called me up and said, hey, you want to come make some money? And can't turn it down. So I mean, you know, what's better than money with working with your family? So here we are. You know, it's a little rainy today, but that's not going to stop us from getting some stuff done. The chipper's still going. We do have a little bit more cleanup to do over here on branches, so I don't want to go too far because I'll waste too much time. I'll get too into detail and we'll end up right here on these couple trees all day long. We still have all the front here to do. That one, like I showed you guys earlier, but our main goal is just trying to get a majority of the broken branches to make it look a lot better, and so that these branches don't eventually fall on the cars that park here. So we're gonna go ahead and gonna get some more stuff chipped up, but in the meantime, while that's going and chipping up the big branches, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting some of these down. So I will start with that. Alright guys, so after lunch, decided to come back out. As you guys can see now, this is all cleaned up. Cut a pretty low hanging limb from above the trailer. As you guys can see, I do have quite a bit of brush here now. So I'm going to go fire up the chipper, set up the camera. I don't know if I'm going to film this one. You know, if you guys seen earlier in the video, I was doing some chipping, so it's just basically the same thing. But what I'm trying to accomplish here is I want the bark chips, or the wood chips here, to fill in this little pond that they got going here, so that he can get his truck in easier and pull his fifth wheel out. So, or I'm sorry, his tow behind trailer. And we have quite a bit of work out here. As you guys can see, we got a pretty big burn pile over there for when burn season starts. But we're not going to do that until probably March. In Oregon, burn season isn't until, I believe, March 1st. I might be wrong, but yeah. So here's what we got here too. This used to be all fenced in pasture for their horses. They decided to kind of take some of this back. They've re-fenced in probably about, I want to say, 30 yards in. And so yeah, we're just kind of getting everything cleaned up so that way they can have more yard space here. As you guys can see though, we did cut some of that tree down. We do have a lot more work, so hopefully we can get to it today. If not, then I do not know. But let me go over here real quick. I'll show you guys what we got done on the big trees here in the front. I'm not so much going to worry about this one here. You know, this is kind of all clustered. There's not many broken branches in there. So my main goal was like here, as you guys can see on the top of that was all broken. So I cut a majority of those down. Same with over here. This stuff was already cracking and breaking. And so I just took all that down. It kind of cleared out the space above their porch there, and so we're going to continue. Probably going to work our way to the back over here. They have like RV parking here, but we have a lot of stuff that's got to be put in the barn. As you guys can see, like this tree here, it's got some of the bigger branches that fell because of the winter. So we're going to try to maybe today, hopefully, get in there with the dogs and get some of that cut down, drag it out here so we can put it through the chipper. Other than that, yeah, we're not going to touch the cherry blossom in the back, just because in the summer, every one of those really it just goes. And so, you know, even with the few broken branches that are in there, I don't want to mess with any of the littler stuff that's going to actually grow the flowers on it. So we're going to leave that, but that's not the end of it. We have some wood from these trees that they had a friend come out and fall. So I just got them chopped up here, and we're out here, you know, we're kind of bouncing around, you know, splitting up the work evenly, kind of taking a break from one thing here and there. But as you guys can see, the backyard needs a lot too. I'm going to stack this onto a tarp so that way I can cover it and it can start to dry. This all is going to my dad's house down the street. So we're gonna probably start the burn barrel over here with some gas just to kind of get it going, because it is a little bit wet out, and that's perfect time to burn because we take less of a hazard of lighting anything else on fire right now. So we're gonna start the burn barrel once we get up, you know, get everything done up in the front. We'll hop back here, get a lot of this wood chopped up, and then get a majority of these branches put through the chipper. We're same problem as we're having up front. Is there is over in that little gully there is a lot of water because there is a river that runs through the back, and we're trying to fill it in so that way it can absorb a majority of the water, so they can do, I don't know exactly, but we're just gonna fill it in with some wood chips. And so we'll get some more time lapse here, and we'll continue. So hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, please consider subscribing, liking the video. You know, it really helps me as a person, makes me feel more comfortable with picking up the camera, and maybe I can do more of these. Hopefully in the future, maybe I won't have to space out my videos on what I do, because, you know, I do have an actual job besides this. So this is just for fun, and I hope you guys enjoy though. So here we go. Alright guys, so we got a majority of the mess in the front. I'm not going to worry really about like the little stuff on the ground. It's just going to take too much tedious time. Same with here in the front. As you guys can see, we got these nice and trimmed up. Everything looks pretty decent over here. Just coming to the flower bed here. As you can see, I got a majority of it raked out. It's not going to be perfect because as soon as those leaves grow back and they fall again, we're going to have the same problem. So we're going to let those ones go ahead and sit. We got some of that stuff put in the burn pile. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut the chipper off. We're going to go ahead and move to the back. I am not going to worry about these ones up here in the front of the house right now. They're not that big of a deal, but our biggest threat is in the back. We still have a lot of logs to split, and a lot of them we got to get cut up and moved into a pile, and that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to take everything to the back, get the camera set up back there, and we'll continue. Alright guys, so we got a majority of that cleaned up right there in that area. We still got a couple logs down there that we got to cut up with the chainsaw. We went ahead and stacked this up here. We got the split firewood. We got a couple of smaller ones over there, and then we got our bigger logs over there that we're going to just sit. Those will be getting loaded up and taken over to my dad's. So right now we're just taking some of these branches through the chipper, all the bigger ones, and we got the burn barrel going right here. It's going pretty good. Took me a minute to, as you guys probably saw, it took me a minute to find some paper to go ahead and get that started. But I also found that there was a dead rat in there, and it scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it made me jump. But that's besides the point. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these bigger branches that we can over here. Get all those in the chipper, and whatever smaller branches are left, we're just gonna go ahead and bunch them up and throw them in the burn barrel. Get that all taken care of, and then the yard will start looking a lot better. Next task at hand is probably going to be handling this centerpiece. We got some thorns going through here, some other weeds and stuff we got to get out, and hopefully we'll be able to get to that in this video. But if not, then we will get it in the next one. Whenever I come back from Boise, I have to go over there for work, so once I get back, if I have more downtime, then I might be able to come over and bust that out. But if not, it'll be all right. But let's get to it, and let's keep working. So here we go. Alright guys, so unfortunately we got a majority of the work done. I still got some cutting to do, but this is where I'm going to end this video, because we leave tomorrow morning to the house to get packed up, because we're getting ready to go to Boise. So I will not be able to finish everything that I wanted to on this project, but we got a majority, as you guys probably saw me cleaning all this up here. We still got the chipper running. I gotta go shut that off, put it back in the barn. We got the burn barrel going right here. My wife's getting nice and warm by it. I don't know what she's doing, but yeah, so that's where we're gonna end this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, subscribe, like the video. If not, then keep moving. So alright guys, till the next one, peace.